In this video, we're going to get into single string style banjo. I'm going to show you a couple different positions you can use to get you started with single string and show you how to branch out from there. So the first little position we're going to talk about, the single string position, is going to be in the 7th and 9th fret region. And for all of this stuff, a disclaimer before we get into the left hand stuff, I don't have a right hand video because on my right hand I'm just alternating thumb, index, thumb, index, thumb, index, thumb, index. So what I'm starting out with is a note. I'm just going to work in this little box. I'm going to call it a box. It's just from the 7th fret to the 9th fret, and all our notes are going to be in this box. So we're going to start with our index finger on the 7th fret, 4th string, and you can just watch my fingers and see what I do. So I'm going to go index, ring, and remember on your right hand you're going to go thumb, index, and then thumb again on your right hand, and then index. On that D, an E, and then instead of going on the 7th or 9th, you're going to go to the 8th fret, that G, so you can see all the notes except for one are on the 7th or 9th frets. That's the odd one out, and then. Okay, so that's a pentatonic scale in G. Both of these positions I'm going to show you are in the key of G. So you got that pentatonic scale, and what we're going to do is we're going to add a couple notes to give it a little spice. And the first note we're going to add is the B flat. So we're going to go A, B flat, B. And you're also going to do it on the first string. So. So that's the first note we're going to add. And I really encourage you to, experiment with these positions and add whatever notes you want. You can just put your finger in different places. You can just do whatever you want to mess around with it, see what ideas come out and what you really like, and then go from there. That being said, let's go on to our next note. You've got the B flat, and we're also going to add an F sharp right there on the 7th fret, 2nd string. So your modified pentatonic pattern is going to sound like this. Up and down all the way. And so once you get comfortable with this little box position, like all those notes we just played were in this 7th and 9th fret box, you can extend beyond the box and maybe add a C with your pinky. Like that. Or add an F with your pinky. And that starts to sound more like a C major scale when you add those two notes. So you'll see the different notes that you add to this one little pattern, it's going to start to sound like different scales that you may have heard before. So this next position I'm going to show you is actually all in the open position. So it starts out with the low D. You got the E and then an open G, and then an A, B, D, E, G. So you can see it's really similar to this one. They're not exactly the same notes in the same order, but they both have that pentatonic-y 5-note feel. And pent means 5, so that's where pentatonic comes from. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then back to 1. You can do the exact same thing that we did with the up the neck position, down the neck. I added a couple notes there. I added an E flat before the E. And so you just mess around with this as much as you can and get these little pentatonic runs under your fingers. I'm going to show you my version of Cherokee Shuffle using single string to start out. I'm just going to play the A section for you so you can get the gist of that. And if you want the tab, you can sign up for my mailing list by clicking on the link below this video. So here we go. went from single string, using only those 5 notes, into melodic, and then I added a couple more notes to it. So there you go. That's some single string variations, and kind of giving you the tools that you need to explore it on your own. Remember, all this stuff is incredibly useful if you experiment with it a lot, spend a lot of time. Well, the technique is really important, so playing with the metronome, but also just messing around with different note patterns, note variations. Most importantly, have fun with it.